ShredMentor challenge of the day number 170. Today we're going to be doing the 4-1-2-3 sequence applied to arpeggios. And here's how it goes. Okay, so first off, we're in E minor today, and I'm using a little bit of natural minor and a little bit of harmonic minor, kind of going back and forth, especially at the end. That was a harmonic minor kind of ending. And ultimately, let's talk about that sequence first of all. Okay, you have 4-1-2-3. Whenever I talk about sequences, hopefully by now you get what I'm saying, but whatever the lowest number is, 1 is your lowest note, okay? And the highest number is however many notes you actually have. It's the highest note, okay? So by numbering what notes you are actually dealing with in your melody at a time, it helps you to kind of figure out the structure from low to high. And that's why I do it this way. And this is a very simple one, really, but it's, well, the concept is simple. Doing it is a little bit harder. Now, the picking is actually fairly easy in this case, too, and it is sweep picking through most of it. And what basically we're doing 4-1-2-3. So I'll start off with the first arpeggio, which is an E minor second inversion in particular. So we're at the 5th of the scale, B. And we're starting every single phrase with an upstroke, and that's a wide upstroke because we're going from the first string around so that we can hit a downstroke starting on the 3rd string. Down, down, down. And that's not 3 separate movements for a downstroke, it's just one downstroke drag through all 3 strings. That's how you're going to make this as economical as possible for the best economy of motion. So that's the first thing as far as the technique goes. Next, let's go through the chord progression itself, because there's very little actually repeating in a row here. So there's a lot of reusing of individual notes, and the only time that I can really think of off the top of my head until we get to it again, where I repeat the same thing twice, is the very first phrase. Okay, it's just kind of to get the key established and honestly just to get the motion going rhythmically. But here's the basic idea. All right, we're going to start with the E minor second inversion. So basically this is 4, that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3 out of my 4 notes. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And I would actually, even though it only does it twice in this particular example, I would recommend just doing that over and over again until the picking part is actually familiar. And just, you know, you can just do it smoothly. And make it sound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It should kind of almost automatically sound that way if you're playing it steadily, because the highest note kind of almost performs as an accent almost naturally. But anyway, try to get it flowing smoothly at whatever pace is comfortable for you. After that, let's go into some of these other arpeggios. I'll walk you through it real quick, and then, you know, if you need to back it up and watch what happened again, feel free however many times you need. So 2 of these E minor. I'm going to go past the B up to the C, and I'm going to play a C major root inversion. That's basically C, C, E, G. I'm going to hit the C again, but now I'm not going to play a C major, but rather a C diminished 7. So that's basically C, D sharp on the 3rd string, F sharp on the 2nd string, A. I've done these as like Yngwie Malmsteen kind of sweeps before. If you're familiar with that shape, that can kind of help you. I'm just using that as the source for the diminished 7 shape. But I'm still using the same picking pattern as in this example. Up, down, down, down. Now I go back to the E minor 1 time. Here's probably the hardest part of the whole thing. A, and I'm doing an A minor. So I gotta get my ring finger all the way over there really quickly. Okay, so that phrase right there was 17, 14, 13, 12. I'm going to keep hitting the A 2 more times, but with different things. A, going to do that same diminished 7 thing I did a minute ago. I'm going to modify it very slightly and make it basically a B7. This is basically your 7. That's your root, B. I'm going to roll to 16. That's your 3rd. That's your 5th. All right, so that's kind of your dominant 7 shape right there. Okay, so again, we're doing the same sequence with everything, so I'm just kind of showing you where the shape is there. But finally, we've hit that A for long enough, and we're going to finally resolve, sort of, to this G as part of a C chord, or C arpeggio rather. All right, so we're going to basically do G, G in the octave, C, E. We're going to hit G again as part of a G major. Now I'm going to hit the F sharp as part of a D chord. Now I'm going to hit the F sharp again as part of a B chord. Now I'm going to kind of milk this tension a little longer, and I'm going to actually go in for this sort of classical style ending here, where I basically use a sus4 based on the 5 of the scale. So it's almost the same thing again 2 more times, but basically I'm going to do the F sharp, B. I'm going to actually use my first finger and go up to the E though. So I kind of have to get my finger out of the way for that, and then do that F sharp again. I'm going to do that phrase twice. Now I'm going to do the B major 1 time, and I'm going to start doing it again, and I'm going to go past that D sharp up to an F sharp, and then finish on E. So I told you I was going to come back to it and realize there was some other thing that got repeated. There it is, right there at the end. There's 2 of this B sus4. This is basically your 5th, your root of this chord. That's your 4, and that's your 5. All right, so now just major. Alright, so yeah, that's the other thing. It starts and ends with repeating phrases, but otherwise you're just moving the whole time. And so just take it slow, a couple phrases at a time. Really work on the transitions between the different phrases. And of course, certain phrases, like that A minor in there, take it nice and slow, but try to be steady about whatever pace you do play it at. And just kind of try to devote that movement pattern to motor memory so that you could do it a little bit more easily and on autopilot. But that's the basic idea. Let's go ahead and go through that more slowly than the first time, all the way through. All right, you give it a try. And I'll see you again tomorrow.